Right. 1 second. What have I done with... Whoop. There we go. Right. Must hydrate 1 second. Water. Right. Has the thing gone live? Let me just minimize that 1 moment. Cool. Can you hear me okay? Hang on a second. Just going to turn that down just a smidge. Turn it down to around 9. There we go. Hi. Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome to your Thursday. I hope you're all okay, wherever you are in the world. Whoopsie. So... yes, I hope everyone's having a lovely day. Over here, I've just gotten back from walking the dog. She's good. She's quite happy. She's flopped on the sofa behind me. Hang on a second. There she is. Yeah, all's good over here on this side of the planet. So yeah, I'm just going to kick off with a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. Well, for my benefit primarily, just so I can relax a little bit before I get on with editing today. Editing takes the form of Team Fortress 2 Bullshittery Part 1. It's day 4 of the edit that is probably going to take around 40 days, just estimating. I don't know if that's truly accurate. That is an intentionally inflated estimation, so normally it takes me about 25 days, but I can see some areas of high complexity which are probably going to push the estimate all the way up. We'll see. I'm hoping it won't take that long, but we will see. So the specific pieces that I'm talking about are the fact that you can use Source Filmmaker, and I'm probably going to find myself tempted to start doing some animations. On Source Filmmaker. I've got some fun ideas in my head, and I've got quite a few scenes where I want to, suddenly just swap out the Team Fortress animations for custom-made ones. Not really mine, LPPP. We'll see, but not really. The development sounds scummy as hell. Thank you, Scare Nightly, and John D, and Revan Hunter. Thank you, all of you. Right. So, a quick update then. So, Team Fortress 2 Bullshittery is underway. Day 4 of probably 40. I'm still in the cutting phase, mind you, so I'm still sort of chopping the clips together and trying to get them in an order that seems watchable and funny. So I haven't even started the text and the animation work yet. When that starts, I'm rather tempted to try and use Team Fortress 2's font. I did a little bit of experimentation and discovered that Team Fortress 2 has some pretty nice fonts, which are quite visible. They're quite clear, quite chunky, with nice big strokes, like an outline. So, might experiment this time. Instead of using my typical font, I might try and make the text look as part of Team Fortress 2 as possible. Maybe. We'll see. Thank you, Blitzathon. Thank you very much, Blitzathon. Thank you. Right, anyway, so welcome indeed, folks, and let's play a bit of Kerbal, and then I'm going to bog off and continue editing today. 1 moment, if you please. I'm just pouring myself a quick drink. Hi there, Casanova. Right. Yeah, there's lots of very amusing scenes in this bullshittery, I hope at least. I mean, it's not for me to decide, but I think they're funny. Oh, hang on, sorry. Cool, there we go. I've also got to spend a bit of time, hang on. I've got to spend a bit of time over the next couple of days just cleaning up the flat a bit, because I've discovered that, I need to leave Lulu in her crate on the weekend so that someone can come into the flat and pick them up with a spare key, pick her up. So I've got to make sure this place isn't a shit pile, like it is kind of right now. It's kind of filthy in here. Right. Cool. So, 1 second. Thank you, Tubub. Thank you very much, Tubub. Thank you. Right, 1 second. Sorry, can I just clear my throat? Just going to mute the microphone. There we go. No, it's okay, Don. She's got her crate back there, just past the Hoover. Hang on. So, she's got like a comfy bed over there. She prefers the sofa, of course, because it's her big, warm sofa. But, you know, if needs must, if I absolutely need to get her in her warm bed over there, and then like get her out of the way of, say, like any maintenance men who are going back and forth, then she can just sit in the crate. I'll take her for a good walkies beforehand anyway, so all she'll do is just sleep. She'll be like, whatever. Right. Okay, so let's switch over to Kerbal. So welcome indeed to Kerbal Space Program. Now, last night I continued streaming for quite some time, close to midnight. Apologies, yeah, I looked briefly at the VOD. I was a zombie by like almost midnight. Oh my god, I was so tired. So, what happened is that I sent a space plane up to pick up some engines from Duna. That mission did not work. We failed to retrieve the engines. So instead, I took the space plane back down to the surface of Duna, dropped off the engineer, and picked up a scientist, and then went back up into orbit. Frustratingly, this space plane is still not quite capable. 2000 Delta V is not enough to go up from the surface and get to where we're going reliably. We need more than that. So despite the fact that I've added additional fuel tanks, which is what was also delivered with that engine delivery, it's not good enough. So we need to design a better space plane for Duna, but not yet. In the meantime, I sent the space plane over to meet Jeff, the refueler, on Ike, which is where we're going to get more fuel. Frustratingly though, we got stuck, and we had to send Jeff up from the surface with fuel to meet the space plane, and that's what we've done as of midnight. So we're currently orbiting Ike. Here we are now, if I just zoom in. So it's both the space plane with Jebediah and, sorry, who's the scientist? It's not Stadius anymore. Is it Deb? 1 second. Here we go. Daffler. So Jebediah and Daffler, and they've docked onto Jeff, the miner rover who came up to meet them, which was a little awkward because Jeff was not designed for that at all. Okay. Right. The couch cover is awfully camp. Indeed, it's a big blanket. It's like a big blanket that belonged to my now passed away nan. So yeah, it's like a big blanket cover that we use for lots of things. Yeah. It's hideous, but you know, it's a little piece of nan. Right. Okay, so let's have a look. So we want to go back down to the pole in order to get some mining stuff done. We're on the right inclination for it. Now, Jeff has quite a bit of liquid fuel, so we need to transfer enough over that they both can make it down safely. Jeff going down first, of course. Right. So what we'll do is we'll transfer over, do it equally, so we have so try to level out even out the weight. So pin, pin, and pin. Okay. And then select this tank here, and then in and in. So we shouldn't go crazy. Jeff needs fuel as well. But we just need enough to get both of these craft down to the surface. Stop. Stop. Return a bit. Stop. Okay. Right, so what sort of Delta V would we be rocking then? So I'd have to detach them in order to tell. What's that blue sign on the surface of Ike? So that's where we're going. We're going to go investigate it. It's an area of intrigue, geological intrigue. Okay. Thank you, MitchDog77, and Penguin, and Tubub, and Blitzathon, and Scare Nightly, and John D, and Revan Hunter. Thank you, all of you. You're very kind. Thank you for your generosity. Okay, so stand by. Let me just detach. How much monopropellant does Jeff have? Probably give some to the plane as well. So get the monopropellant tanks, which are here. And then select out. So Jeff doesn't need as much monopropellant. Or any, really, come to think of it. Jeff can hand over all of his monopropellant to the plane because he doesn't really have any. Well, no, it's not true. I think he's got a couple of monopropellant thrusters. No, actually, no, he doesn't, does he? Okay. Indeed, Hectonian. I was thinking of doing that as part of the next launcher mission. sending up a replacement space plane and a transport for Jeff. Thank you, Great Time Gaming. Thank you very much, Great Time Gaming. Okay, so let's detach them and see how much Delta V the plane has. Okay, so Timbu, I do recommend it all the same. I keep saying this. So Kerbal starts you off on the basics. Don't look at this is endgame you're looking at. So this is hyper complicated stuff. You won't be dropped in at this stage. It will give you the very basics, like launch a rocket up to 500 meters, and it will give you the parts piece by piece as you unlock them by collecting science. So trust me, it is tricky to learn, but that trickiness is sort of laid out on a very steady gradient as you go up. So don't worry. Whatever you do, don't launch it in sandbox mode. That's when as in the sandbox career mode, where you get all of the parts. Yeah, that will probably overwhelm you. But yes, by all means, give a go. It's very, very worth it. Thank you for saying so, Clumbum. Thank you, Mitch Dog. Thank you for subbing, Mitch Dog. Okay, hang on a second. So let's detach from quick save before I do anything. Release. So we have a total of 382 Delta V. Maybe take a little more, truth be told. So control from here. Okay, select that as the target. Whoops. Switch on my stabilizer. Control from here and then... Careful. Let's go back in for a quick dock. Let's grab a little bit more. I'm just going to quick load. Save me the hassle. Thank you, Temporus. Thank you very much, Temporus. Thank you for doing that. Okay. There we go. So we're just going to unload a little more into the plane. What's that? That's the cargo bay. We can't store anything in that. Lock. Right click and then in. Don't go crazy. Stop. Okay, and then unlock. So Jeff is going to go first. Then detach. So quick save and then detach. There we go. So that's 614 Delta V. That should be more than enough. Okay. So let's send Jeff down first. Okay, and then hopefully he'll make it. And if he does, then we know the plane can make it. Okay? So, initiate stabilization. Unfurl the solar panels. So Jeff the lander is just going to retrace his steps. And we're going to be going down to the pole. We can probably come in quite steep. Let me select Ike for a second. We've already got a resource scanner orbiting with its own tools, so I should be able to just enable the scanner. Here we go. Yeah, so show me the resources in ore. So we're going back down here. So we've altered our inclination slightly, our tilty-wiltiness. Okay, so do a small maneuver. Trouble is, maneuvering Jeff is going to be real difficulty, truth be told. So reduce speed, okay, by 25 meters per second. Okay, round about there. Bear in mind it will move. We'll probably just wait because Ike is probably going to move and then, then we'll adjust accordingly. So it will be quite steep, but I'm quite confident that the Verners should handle it. So again, I've already quick saved, so we should be okay. But warp to the next maneuver. Oh dear, we're going the wrong way. Herp-a-derp. 1 second. So we're actually going this way. Okay. Thank you, King Hattius. Hattimus, even. Thank you very much, King. So that's a much steeper burn. Actually, no. We'll wait. We'll just be patient. Go around again. Go from the apoapsis, do a burn. And then... come down very low. About 9k. Then come to around here and then we'll adjust. Thank you, Permafrost Tomato. Thank you very much, Permafrost. Here we go. Yeah, so that looks good. And then hopefully our sweet spot should be there. No, it probably would have moved on by then, so do a quick inclination fix to go this way. Shouldn't cost us too much. Okay. Right. So here's the crisis with Jeff, is that we can't actually... We have no forward engine here. We've only got downwards. So all I can do is point it in the right direction and then eyeball it with the nav ball. So wait until we get to the node. Start now because we've only got Werners. So give me manual... Whoopsie. Back to the maneuvering node. Keep it level and then point up like this. So that's where we need to go. And then put on the RCS and burn. Other way. Really? Other way? Hold on. What did I do? I just cocked up, didn't I? Turn it round. There we go. Reducing speed. Careful now. Cut. See what we did. So there we go. So 14. Yeah, that should be good. So let's come on in. So, again, we'll do Jeff first. Phrasing. Thank you, Permafrost. Thank you. Notice the face on Jeff's belly? Is there a face? Oh yeah, it's 3 of them. Eyes, nose, eyes, nose. That guy's doing it a bit differently. Alright, here we go. So let's warp over here. And then we'll see if we have to do an inclination change, because Ike might move on us. Watch the fuel gauge. It's going to be quite close. That should be alright. We'll be fine. Alright, here comes Jeff. Alright. So come on down, Jeff. Thank you, Doomed. Thank you very much, Doomed. There we go. 75 Delta V. It's going to be close. Turn to face the maneuvering node. Thank you, Autorion. Thank you very much, Autorion. Alright. So get to the maneuvering node. And then... give me control, please. There we go. Gently now. Reducing speed. Oh, I don't think we're going to do it. Holy shit. The amount of speed we need to drop. We've only got 83 liquid fuel left. 80. Oh, no, I don't think we got this, folks. I think we needed more fuel to do this maneuver safely. Okay. So here we go. We're falling on in. There we are. Come over. Right, this is roughly where we need to go down. So we're just going to go down. Here we go. Crap. Turn to face prograde. Okay. No, I don't think we got it. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Level it, level it. Okay, then... careful. Need every single puff we can get right about now. So yeah, we need to reduce our speed by 352. And we're down to only 65 liquid fuel. No, I don't think we got this. Down to 50. Crap. Use RCS to help slow down. RCS is all we have. That's what we're using to come down. And it's using liquid fuel and oxidizer. Okay, so we're still... keep falling. Stand by. Switch over to terrain. 4K, 3K. Yeah, we're going to be hitting way too fast. 3K. Crap. Yeah, I think Jeff is toast, I'm afraid, folks. Okay. Yeah, if we roll down the hill. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's going to bounce. Shit. So we can only reduce our speed by another 100 meters per second tops, really. So we're going to be crashing at 200 and, well, 100 and something meters per second. 900 meters. We're using the dregs of our fuel. Damn it. 600 meters. Close. We only needed a little bit more fuel. Nah, Jeff is toast. Sorry, Jeff. Bugger. Okay. Right, let's quick load that then, shall we? So a little bit more, yeah, a little bit more fuel. Just orbit and refuel later. Well, this is the refueler. This is the thing that's supposed to be down there. It's not the space plane that really needs to be down there, it's Jeff. Okay, so transfer a bit of fuel back. A little bit. We can do it. We can do this. Thank you, Harry WASD. Thank you very much, Harry. A little bit. Don't go crazy. Stop. Okay. Let's try that again. Release. Okay, there we go. Just make sure that ore tank is empty. Yeah. Right. So, oxidizer. So, yeah, we got a little bit more this time. So, let's just try that again, shall we? We might be able to get away with coming in now. What do you think? Just drop down. At the very least, just drop down. So, stabilizer, turn to face maneuver. Anyway, so for the people just passing through this stream, please know that it's the start of day 4 out of a probable 40 for Team Fortress 2 Bullshittery Part 1. That estimation is deliberately quite high. It normally takes me about 25 days to do one, so I don't know if it's going to be 40. I'm just pushing the estimate out because I've got some areas of complexity unique to this particular bullshittery, which will see me tackling quite substantially Source Filmmaker. Thank you, Delta Thief Pro. Thank you very much, Delta Thief. Speed up the time. So you've probably seen in some bullshitteries how I occasionally have cutaway gags to various different cartoons. I'm going to do that, basically. But instead of a cartoon, Source Filmmaker. Seems a shame not to take advantage of the opportunity. Okay. Probably did that burn a bit too early. Cut. There we go. Right, confirm maneuver. So periapsis of only 11 kilometers. There we go. Indeed, I imagine it will be quite janky and birdo. But fingers crossed, it can be fun. Very good. Turn to face our retrograde. Okay, then we'll just come down as best we can. Add maneuver. Shimmy just a teeny bit, but don't go crazy because we're going to need all the fuel that we can get. Come on down. Yeah, Ike should move underneath us, or we can just shimmy over to where there is a bit more favourable terrain. Okay, 91 Delta V. Turn to face maneuver. Thank you, Lieutenant, or IT, Crab Cake. Is that an L or an I? Thank you, Crab Cake. Thank you very much, Crab Cake. And thank you, Energetic Bum. Hi there, Energetic. Thank you for the 37 months. Thank you. Ah, dearie me. Indeed, the pink area is an area of high ore content. Trying to yawn, or Y4WN. Trying to indeed. Stand by. Stability assist. So, get ready to do the burn. Oh, 39 months. Thank you very much then, Energetic. No, wait, sorry. Half-Blood. And Energetic for that matter. Stand by. I've already done quite a bit of animation before in a video or two. Well, thank you, Axmark. Fingers crossed. We'll see. But yes, I've dabbled a little bit with Source Filmmaker in the past. The most recent thing I can think of is in the CSGO, the last CSGO bullshittery, where I mocked the French national playoffs as just a bunch of players running away from each other. Yeah, so I've done a little bit. It was quite fun. I like doing just animation stuff. From time to time, I dabble with things like Blender. Like, it wasn't Blender specifically, it was another similar program. The other weekend, like a few weeks ago, I was just making squares and making spheres and initiating, physics simulations to make transparent glass. And why? Just found it fun. I was like, ooh. Animation is fun. Thank you, Barlacher. Thank you very much, Barlacher. Okay. Haven't really looked at it, Seawolfman. Haven't really looked at it at all. Okay, switch over to land scanner. Sure, but insofar as modeling Zoob, I mean, as in, you know, here's a square, alter its texture. Now make it transparent, and then it takes ages to render. It's got to calculate exactly how the light would bounce off it or go through it, you know, and how objects behind it would look frame by frame and. Yeah. Hey, darling. You alright, honey bunny? What you doing? You. Hi there, King. Yes, I do want to. Yes, indeed. And thank you for saying so. And, yeah, good luck with all your development, King. Whatever it is you find yourself doing. Yeah, the video essays are me just trying they're just me trying to avoid burnout. So I want to do video essays, of course, but it's also doing the same thing again and again. Can get rather depressing, so yeah, just mixing it up a little bit. So I'm not just keyframing. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see if we have enough fuel now to come down safely. But we better start the burn damn soon, eh? Yeah, start the burn now. So bring us up. So we're only 6k above the surface, and that looks like a hill in front of us. So we've got about 100 liquid fuel. Let's see how much speed that drops on us, eh? No, I don't know what that is, Teriador. Okay. Either or, Shrew Tool, and thank you sincerely for considering. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you for doing that. Also, hi there, Umlaut. I hope you're very well. Umlaut, there's an amusing scene of you in the bullshittery for Team Fortress. We're all playing and fighting, and you're just sitting in the corner playing your piano. I'm going to do a couple of Source Filmmaker cutaway gags. Like, whenever there's a joke going on, in the corner you can just see Umlaut playing his piano. Just not paying. No, it's like, he's happy, leave him alone. Okay, 5k from the surface. I see. I don't watch them, Teriador. Shit, we are travelling quite quick. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Shit. It's going to be very close. Okay, we're down to about half fuel now. And we've dropped down by just over half speed. Yeah, this is going to be very close. 2,500 Delta V. It might be a bit of a hard landing. This is RCS. We're using RCS, the War Globe. We've got nothing but RCS. We're landing on RCS. We have no mono either. Oh yeah, good shout. Forgot to switch over to surface. No, give me orbital. very close. I better judge this perfectly. Shit, 900 meters. Burn hard, burn hard, burn hard. Burn with everything we got. Shit. 700. Oh, dearie me. Good luck, Jeff. 25% fuel. 350 meters. Still moving too fast. We're moving too fast. We're moving too fast. No. 47 meters. Shit. Ah. Damn it. Oh. Ooh. A wheel. A couple of wheels. The grabber unit, but we've got one on the plane. We can always transfer it. Is that a deal breaker? We can repair wheels. Just come down, Jeff. Retract that quickly. Just okay. Damaging. Couple of wheels. So check. Radiators check. Comms check. So all the fuel tanks are still okay. Refinery's okay. Drills are okay. We didn't lose anything major. The monotank, that's okay. We can put radial monotanks to replace. It's highly inconvenient, but it's not a deal breaker. Was the nose important? Not really. The junior grabbing thing there. But again, there's one on the plane. We can always just transfer it over. And we're getting a new plane soon anyway. Okay, so a repair mission would be prudent. Critically, though, does this stop Jeff from moving? Because Jeff needs to move. Open the solar thing. He needs to drive where things land. Did he lose any Verners? No, no Verners. Put the lights on. Okay. Traction control. We are on a hill. Okay, I think we're going to struggle to move around. Did we land on a place with sufficient ore? And if not, can we roll down that hill to get more? If we did, damn, it looks like we're in a slightly lesser place for it. So where is that hill? That's south. So we'd roll down there. It might be wise to just roll that way and see if we can get more favourable ore. Okay. Yeah, we can repair these wheels. So deploy the drill for a second. Or start service harvesting. Ore rate is very slow. Okay. Retract the drill. Traction control needs to be set lower to drive up the hill. Well, we've tried it before with this type of vehicle and it didn't work very well on this sort of gradient. Let's try going downhill. So, do we even have steering? Damn, the front two. Well, I'll just have to alter it to these two tyres. Steering enabled. Steering enabled. Okay, gently spin. Control from here. Reverse. Damn. It's not a true rover. That's the trouble. Let's go. There we go. Right. So let's try going down here and see if we can find more favourable. I just enabled it and then disabled it. Motor enabled. Motor enabled. Sorry, not motor enabled. Steering. Oh, sorry. It counts for the pair, does it? Got it. I was doing each wheel individually. Okay. So let's roll down here and see if we can find stuff better. Wait, that's north. Hold on. So okay. So I want to go north. I want to go northwest. So that's northeast. This is northwest. Towards the sun. Where's the sun? Yes, this way. Okay, let's see if we can find something better down here. Thank you, Kipper. Thank you very much, Kipper. So for those joining the stream, we just crash landed a miner on Ike, which is the rocky moon of Duna, Mars. And I'm just trying to move it down so it can continue its mission to get some fuel. And then it's pretty much just going to stay there until a repair team can get here to fix it. What happened to the Duna plane? It's going to be following the path soon. It's going to be landing pretty much where Jeff did. This time with a decent engine. terriers. So it should be able to do it fairly straightforward. Yeah. Okay. Why did we do it again? Because Jeff took flight to meet a plane in orbit. Jeff currently lacks the ability to... It doesn't have a vehicle to come back and forth from Jeff. It's not been sent yet. And the plane got stuck. So Jeff had to go up to assist the plane. Basically, yeah, we've got a bit of a gap, a tech gap, when it comes to, transferring this fuel up off Ike. So the miner is in place, the plane is in place, but there's no intermediate stage where the fuel can be transferred back and forth, and also, frankly, the plane isn't very good. We need a bigger plane with more than 2,000 delta V from the surface. 2,000 delta V is enough to get up in orbit of Duna, but performing inclination changes necessary to leave the wonky inclination of the Duna base, because I landed in a bad location, it's not capable. Okay, let's keep moving. So we're moving northbound up the face of Ike on our way to hopefully more favourable mining terrain. Moving at 14.1 meters per second. Would I say that I landed successfully? Yeah. If it didn't land successfully, Jeff wouldn't be responding right about now. Aww. I'd show you the dog, but she's got the curtain open. She's flopped on the back of the sofa with her whole front body over the radiator that's behind the sofa. So her face is kind of squished as tightly as she can into the gap. She's trying to get as close to the warm as possible. She's like, warm sofa, warm radiator. Also, behind me, the ants are doing quite well. I'm incredibly boring, I keep mentioning them. I've got a small starter ant farm. And, it's on the table, sitting on a heat mat that I've bought. It's like a cheap heat mat for lizards, a very small one, and so it's supposed to be like in a lizard's tank. And so it's just sitting on the wooden table over there. I'm not going to leave it switched on when I leave the flat. It's just, when I can attend to it. And it's just keeping half of the ant farm warmed up. And I lifted up the cover this morning to see what the Queen was doing, and they've kind of excavated a second chamber. They're sort of they've got like a queen chamber, which isn't really much of a chamber. It's more just the entrance area where they left the glass test tube. And so they're sort of shimmying into a chamber that's slightly deeper into the ant farm, because I'm intentionally moving the heat mat centimetre by centimetre further away to try and coax them deeper into the ant farm. Beyond that, I'm generally just trying to leave them the fuck alone so that they're comfortable and they can relax and feel safe. I'd show you the ant farm, but there's really not that much to see right now. It's just a hexagon of plastic over there, which is about 1 centimetre tall, laid flat on the table, with a plastic sheet over the top and a dishcloth covering the whole thing so that no light gets in, just so that the ants can chill. Thank you to Chikabo and Holy Imperator. Thank you very much. If I do a repair mission, it might be worth trying to attach a docking port to the top of the rover. Then you can control from here to make landing easier. Not a bad shout. Good idea. Yeah, you don't necessarily need a rover, not a true rover, to control forward. You can just control from here on the docking port. Good shout. Thank you very much, Sam. Yeah, we'll send a repair mission with a few repair kits, replacement junior clamp and a docking thing. Hell, we can send that with the big ass mid vehicle that we're sending. Okay, we need to try and move as westbound as we can, terrain permitting. Yeah, someone sent me a message on Steam. I'll check it in a bit. You think having a full civilization of tiny creatures as pets is scary? What if they smarten up and rebel? Well, as I read, it's more when it comes to these sorts. Sorry, what's the term for it? Is it your social? There's a word for it. So insect hives, basically. It helps to not think of them as individual creatures. It's all one big organism, in the same way that it would be weird to think of your ear as an organism. It's just a piece of you. Eusocial. So, yeah, so effectively the ant colony Each individual piece is just one piece of a larger organism, the hive. They've all got their roles and, they don't necessarily have, well, collectively they have intelligence, but individually they're just performing their basic functions like cells do. But yeah, it's just quite interesting. They're quite cute. Just, I've just been zooming in on the test tube when they've been on my desk, quietly sitting there. Just, I've been looking through a magnifying glass, and yeah, they're a little adorable. Worker ants do this thing where they just sort of, whenever they meet each other, they touch each other with their head parts and their mouth parts. So they look like they're going, hi, 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 hi. And they clean each other carefully. And they're all just very touchy-feely, like hi, 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 hi. And as I mentioned before, when the queen feeds, so when she goes to eat like some honey or something, she just places her mouth part up against it and stays there. And it looks like nothing is happening. But then if you take the magnifying glass and you look at her carefully, she's got little mouth parts beneath her mouth, and it looks like she's playing the bongos. She's going do 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 do, like playing with her food. She's basically smacking the side of the honey drop to eat, and it looks kind of adorable. So ants play the bongos whenever they eat something. Food, 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 food. Okay. Right, so are we close enough? So the terrain is getting more challenging now. So let's come to a stop and see if rolling down 4 kilometers this way. Yes, indeed, they're just black common ants. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm just trying. I've got like a bit of dried skin. Ow. Yeah. I've reached this point in my life where my nose hair is now a factor. It's most annoying. Hang on. Ow. Ugh. Okay, so initiate brakes. Thank you, fart in your cereal. Thank you very much, fart in your cereal. Okay, so let's deploy the drill and have a look. Start the harvester. Nothing to harvest? For real? Nothing to harvest. But we're on a... God damn, you're kidding me. There's nothing to harvest? Oh, that sucks. Jeff. Hang on. Retract. Can we keep going forward? So how are we going to do this? So brakes are off. Down traction control. Alright, push forward. Yeah, keep pushing forward then. Yeah, more driving! Yay! Okay. Hi there, Z-Boy Zammy. Welcome indeed. What am I doing? I'm driving a mining vessel over the surface of Ike, which is... Oh, hang on a second. Sorry. Ore surface unknown average doesn't show me what's directly beneath it. I'm driving it over the surface of Ike, which is a very small rocky body which is orbiting Duna, which is on the other side of it. Okay. Can't you activate autopilot? Is there now an autopilot? I'd love there to be an autopilot. Is there now an autopilot? Get some air. We'll get some vacuum in this case. Whoa, no, too much vacuum. There we go. Is there a speed limit on this moon? No. Thank you, Boffler. Thank you very much, Boffler. Here we go. So let's keep wheeling this way. Thank you sincerely, Boffler. And homemade globe. Thank you. Watch out for that rock. Who put that there? Oh, no, careful. Okay, careful now. Yeah, Kerbal's going to be Kerbal, so let's not go too quickly, eh? I'm going to let go of the motor button and just let it do its thing. In fact, let's also retract, just in case we do start rolling. Retract the extremely delicate parts that we cannot afford to lose. Got to leave that antenna. Jesus Christ, how is it that Ike's surface is smoother than the roads here in Brighton? All right. Yeah, driving down here sucks. I thought I would enjoy driving, but truth be told, maybe I'd enjoy driving if I'm not in this city. Because it's very tight streets, city driving's very difficult, and people just wander like between cars and like, oh, I'm on a road now. You know, just in the middle of fucking the street. And it's, you know, people just pull out suddenly. People are just not at all paying attention to the rules of the road. Thank you, Dabgor. Thank you very much. Every time you find a 20-mile-an-hour sign, it's people are doing like 40 to 50. The worse the weather conditions, the faster they drive. It's ridiculous. I'm like, you serious? I saw a taxi doing about 50 mile an hour in rainy fog. Like fucking... So, the visibility was so compromised, I thought, okay, if someone steps out in front of that taxi, they're dead. Like, that taxi will not stop, even if you wanted to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Ooh. Wow, Ike's pretty. Look at that. Wow, look at this. Ike's pretty. We're rolling westbound across these dunes. We don't want to go too far north. Keep going west as best we can. Ooh, careful, careful now, careful now. Okay, let's see if we can reduce our speed a bit. Initiate the brakes. That's a bit of a jump coming up. Might want to put a bit more brake action on there, eh? Slow down. And then let's have a look and see what the resources are here. Very favourable landing location. Slowing down. Yeah, nice flat area. Let's hope that we got some resources that we can mine. Could be a beautiful location for a base. Yeah, I should definitely consider building a Mars base and sending it to that mountain. It could be a cool idea. Ooh. Are we going to stop on this ledge? Thank you, Master Blasting. Thank you very much, Master Blasting. Thank you. Initiate the brakes. Nice. Unfurl the solar sail. Deploy the drill. And tell me, is there anything here? Nothing to harvest? What? Shit. Hang on a second. Nothing to harvest? God damn. He's got to keep going till he finds something. Select Ike. Resources ore. Low average. Where's the cutoff point? So we're on the edge of it, but come on. There should be ore here. So where's south? South is that way up the hill. Jesus. Okay, I will give it a save now. Okay. Start moving this way. So southwest. Can it be too deep? Maybe the drills are broken? No, they should be fine. They'd be completely snapped off and inoperable if they were broken. Whoops, that one's going to get broken if I keep dragging it in the fucking dirt. There we go, retract. Right. Chat's yelling drill. Yeah, cheers. There was a slight error there. Right, let's go this way then. So yeah, anyway, so for the people, no, we're fine. For the people just joining the stream then, yeah, so in a bit I'm going to go crack on with Team Fortress 2 bullshittery. So far so good, just kind of putting it together. I'm trying to, so I've got like these particular scenes, these important pivotal scenes, montages within montages. And what I'm doing first in my edit is I'm trying to sort of put them in and decide exactly where they're going, and then make sure that I build the rest of the episode around them. For example, one of the running gags is that Quebec is actually very competent as a spy in Team Fortress, and it stands out because the rest of us aren't competent at all. So what happens is there's this ever-increasing sense of menace. Lots of people are encountering Quebec for the first time, and many people are playing Team Fortress 2 for the first time. So you get these really cool reactions of people like going, oh, it's a friend, and then suddenly Quebec appears and stabs them in the back. So there's lots of these scenes, and if I chain them together and do it right, I can sort of make Quebec seem like a proper Kaiser Soze. You know, towards the end of the episode, we're going to be screaming and firing in every which direction. Harry at one point over TeamSpeak starts pleading with Quebec's girlfriend to tell us where he is. That sort of thing. So in order to make it work, though, I've got to chain up lots of small moments in montages. So I'm sort of structuring, I'm sort of planning that out first. I think that's the first sensible step. And then, once I know where those are, I start either speeding up or slowing down in the montage. So I think that's quite important. Whenever you do any sort of compilation of scenes, you've got to be careful not to just go clip way too fast, because then your audience will go, oh, you know, you'll dazzle them. You got to have some slow breathing space. Just, you know, let things breathe. Let your viewer breathe. So you need to sort of. Sorry, is the floor doing something weird? Textures. Are they doubled up? They look blurry. Weird. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, you've got to just try to be careful. Just get the balance right between fast scenes and slow scenes. And so that's what I need to try and do. So before I do any of the text and the keyframing, I've got to get the structure right. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, what's going on with that texture? It looks weird, doesn't it? It looks all blurry, as if it's been doubled up, and one of them is like a pixel off. Strange. Do you also include their points of view, maybe extracted from their VODs? Alas, I don't have those. That would be... Oh, God. That would be way too much. They're just my VODs. Just my perspective. To store their VODs would be gigs and gigs and gigs, and be, you know, I don't have their permission. Nor any reliable way of, you know, for many of these guys, I've never really met them. Well, no, I've met some of them. But yeah, getting gigs and gigs of data around reliably, quickly is tricky. So I'm sitting on a NAS over here of 15 terabytes of all the streams. Granted, that's all the streams recorded over, you know, the course of years, but yeah, data storage when it comes to live streams is it's no small thing. Thank you, Ismargino and Sondikes. Thank you. And yeah, and I suppose again it's more to do with my content specifically has a few challenges that I think other YouTubers don't have. Is the fact that I can't stop, point a camera at something and say go, and then get the cuts that I need. I've just got to keep reams and reams, just huge amounts of footage, and then try to tease out bits that were useful. Yeah, put them through a sieve if necessary to try and find the highlights. It's a live stream. You don't know when something's going to happen. That's my point. So other YouTubers can bang out a script, you know, say they need these scenes, film those scenes, job's done. Are we there yet? No, don't think so. I'll go up the mountain, then down the other side. Hey, darling. You alright, honey? Yes, you just hanging out? Okay. Yeah, she looks happy. Okay. You honey? Do I have a treat? I'm just trying to find a treat. So I've got to keep holding down the motor button and find a treat at the same time. Hang on. No, there's nothing in reach. I'd have to stand up. I'll do it quick. Hang on. No, faster. Thank you, kitten. Yeah, she's my darling. But she smells. And she's fussy. Yeah, talking about you. Talking about you, you cute little thing. How you doing? Yes, I love you too. You can sit on my lap later. If you sit on my lap now, then I can't reach the microphone. I know, I love you too. I love you too. Oh. Yeah, she's happy. Right, whoops, I went off course. So let's keep going up the mountain. So for those people joining the stream, I wasn't expecting to do something not. Yeah, I was hoping to go see that anomaly, but until we get fuel, we can't bring the space plane down. What's the point of bringing the space plane down to us and being without fuel alongside us? We need to mine fuel. Okay, we are moving deeper into the ore thing though, so that's good. So we'll go over the top of the mountain, we'll roll down onto the other side. Okay. Am I aware of bullshittery copycats on YouTube? Oh, of course, absolutely. But at the same time, you know, one should take the view that it's just kind of normal. People are naturally inspired by different things. Hell, the bullshittery channel itself was inspired heavily by I keep saying their name wrong. Bergpaul. You know that Icelandic couple that did they're not a couple. Well, it might be a couple. I don't know. Those two guys that did that surgeon simulator video. Do you remember? So that had text on it. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to put text on my things, which is why the bullshittery font is white and yellow. And then, of course, I just started cranking up the text tracking to 11, and it sort of became its own thing after that. But no, everyone's inspired by something. Just naturally part of it. Yeah. If anything, as I keep saying, the thing that pleases me more is the fact that what YouTube really needs is thought-out content instead of just drivel just poured onto it. And the benefits of the bullshittery things is that by the nature of visual effects and the fact that it takes quite some time to track the text properly, it makes you a lot more selective insofar as what you actually pick. So I'd say it's arguably a good thing. Bullshittery-ish videos on YouTube are generally a good thing because, you know, we get less crap. And of course, we'll see where the envelope goes. We'll see what the next thing is. People will push the envelope. The only sort of bit where I go, oh no, please don't do that, and I mentioned this years ago, is some people started taking these live streams and editing the highlights into bullshitteries, which is kind of my job, you know. That's where it kind of got, oh no, please don't do that. Thank you, Winter, and oh well, never mind. Were they better? Not trying to sound catty nervous, but no. Notably at the time there was Overwatch. There were numerous Overwatch bullshitteries that started turning up. I think there was about 4 in the end. And due to the way that the algorithm worked, they started getting quite high view counts because they were being recommended to the audience that were looking for the bullshitteries. And they were very static text. The text would always stay completely unmoving, which means that they could do them very quickly. They could basically beat me to all the jokes much faster than I could. And so they were churning them out rapidly. And it was like, oh god, this is, you know... It got to the point where I looked at all of the Overwatch bullshitteries that were out, and it was something like 350,000 views or something for most of the jokes that I'd earmarked for the upcoming Overwatch bullshittery. I was like, oh, fuck. Because, you know, you can't really make a joke funny, again, in the retelling, just with better text, if you know what I mean. Yeah, hasty edits. They were hasty edits. Yeah, kind of, Pock. By the time it got to the point where an Overwatch bullshittery looked possible, a lot of people had already seen those jokes. So it's a bit of a shame. At the same time, though, sorry, I shouldn't point the finger and say, like, yeah, that's the No, the other reason, though, is that generally the guys just stopped playing Overwatch. So, you know, we played it for a little bit, and then it was like, meh. Okay. Whoop. So it was a mix of things, really, but, yeah, that sucked. Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to see if I can stop the rover. Give it a quick save at the very least, because that mountain was huge. And then see if there's any minerals here. I really don't want to land... Actually, why not land a jet here if we're higher up? Well, yeah, we're like 7k up. Holy shit. This could be a good location to land. Yeah. Okay, hold on. 7k is quite significant. So let's deploy drill. So do we have anything here? Nothing here to harvest. No, wait. Ore. There's ore. Okay. Not much, but there is. Radiators are on. Open solar panel. All right. Not bad. Deploy this. Let me just get some music back on. Right. Well, yeah, again, Big G. I mean, you know, if anything, I'm just glad to see that it's inspiring people to take up editing more. That's more my point. Yeah, it's fun. It's the well thought out content. If it has text on it, so be it. But it's definitely what YouTube needs, I'd say. I would strongly recommend that, you know, if you're going to take up editing, do use... So, if you're inspired by a particular YouTuber, use it as a starting point. You definitely need to try to push the envelope, whatever it may be. Who knows in which direction that envelope may be, but you do need to, you know, keep experimenting. You've got to make it your own thing. You want to try and escape that person's shadow, especially if they're, you know, fairly large. I don't think that's I think that's just generally good advice for any content creator in any field, really. Be inspired, yes, but you've really got to, you know, what's next? How can you differentiate yourself? That sort of thing. Right. So, stand by. Start surface driller here. We can run both of them. Initiate liquid fuel processing. So start both liquid fuel and oxidizer. Okay, and then I can just leave Jeff alone. And he should be able to produce a bunch of ore. Let me just give it a quick save and speed up the time. How much do you think he can make? Yeah, he's doing it. Can't work at night time. Have to re-enable the drills or just go back to the... Whoa, what the fuck? Heat damage? Shut down radiator. Shut down radiator. All the radiators are enabled. Was that heat damage? Was that just a bug? Okay, just do one drill, not both. Retract the other drill. Exactly, Fonko, exactly. Start. Was that a bug? That could have just been a speed physics bug, maybe. Okay, let's leave Jeff doing his thing. Yeah, there we go. Probably not sure. So let's just leave Jeff doing his thing and come back in a week, shall we? So back to the tracking station. Come back in a week and see how he's doing. No, as far as I know, Crimson, they do. Oh, they require power to operate. Right, good shout. Okay. So, 1 second. Let's go over to... What do you want, Sweet Pea? The dog's next to me. She wants attention. What do you want? Hmm? Where's your Chewy toy? You had like a Chewy toy. Where's your Chewy toy? Hmm? Hang on. Dog's bored. Where's your Chewy? Hmm? Where's your Chewy? What's this? Hmm? Hmm? What's that? Lulu, what's that? Fetch! There we go. Should keep her entertained for a few minutes at best. It's a dried pig's ear. Oh no, she's going for the biscuit instead. Okay, so go over to... Oh, bloody hell. Go over to Ike. And then speed up by a week. Ish. Here we go. Whee! Okay, there we go. So Jeff has been busy on the surface for that time. Let's go back to him and see how he's done, eh? So, if it works okay... If he hasn't exploded... Hi there, Lizzie. Welcome indeed. Yes, I was very tired last night. I managed to get much more sleep. Damn it, why is Jeff doing that? Okay. Damn, and still insufficient fuel? You weren't mining this whole time? Hang on. Right, leave him there. Okay, then switch it on, then go back to the tracking station. Start harvester. Yeah. Okay, is he doing it? Yeah, he's doing it. Okay, now back to the tracking station. Yeah, but it should just keep going, Jammo. If you're on the tracking station and the physics calculations stop, it should just keep moving, as far as I know. Game dev, I don't have a rocket that can go high enough to properly represent Harry. Okay. There we go. Back to Jeff. Hey, Sausage, what you doing? The dog's super excited. You've had a long walkies, honey. You should be having snooze. Hmm? What you doing, Sweet Pea? I know. I love you too. Yes. Got the Frenchie next to me, giving her a head rub. Yes, I love you too. Right. Check his tanks. How strange. Do we really have to babysit him? Okay. So warp to sunrise. There we go. Right. Start surface drilling. Speed up time. Warp to sunrise. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's going to be problematic. Start surface drilling. Yeah, if the batteries don't die... Tell you what if we just... Can one run reliably without the other? Just fill up that tank with ore. There we go. Right, can this... Does this have sufficient battery power to run all the way through the night? Oh, no, it doesn't. Drat. Start the harvest driller. Just do it anyway. There we go. Alright, it just means awkwardly stopping and starting for a time. Yeah, we're running just the one drill. No, I haven't, Nifty. But it comes highly recommended. Okay, filling up the tank with ore. And then we'll just process it. No, I don't, Dran. Right. There we go. Stand by. Harvester. Cool. Cool. Right. What's mining for? To Chan Mill. So, yes, we are trying to get some liquid fuel. So stop the harvester and start processing liquid fuel and oxidizer using the ore. Here we go. Wow, that drained. Oh, that drained the ore. That drained the ore incredibly quickly. Oh, this is going to be rather frustrating, isn't it? I'm going to be here back and forth a while. What if? Here's an idea. What if we bought? Okay, so Jeff, you keep doing your thing. Let's bring down the space plane. This is way more interesting than me sitting around faffing with this. Quick save. Right, start the harvester and continue doing that. Leave it alone. Let's go back to the tracking station and go and get the plane and bring it down, shall we? Right. On top of the mountain, I might get more solar. Indeed, I should maybe drive it up the hill a little bit. No, IQ Cube. Don't worry, they bring more than enough snacks. Alright, so, Duna plane, MK3, what the fuck? We definitely need to think about designing MK4. Alright. Just arriving, why is this adult content? Twitch gave you that info. I believe there's a flag that you can set in the settings of the stream in order to mark it for adults only. Which, yeah, fair dues. My clanmates and I are swearing like sailors half the time. Yeah, it's probably not really content for children. Alright, so stand by. Now then, so the South Ore Field, no, so select Jeff. So, yeah, there we go. So pick Jeff, that's his current location, and we need to go and land down and meet him. So quick save. Alright, so we've got 478 Delta V to do just that. We'll try and use as much mono as we can. So we'll use the mono now to just do the basic maneuvering. So get down nice and low. Okay. And then, yeah, so warp to next maneuver. Turn to face maneuver. Should be much easier with the plane. Indeed, me too, Yawn. That's what I want to go and look at. Stand by. Initiate RCS and fly forward. What on earth just happened? Stand by. Cancel that. The Verners. Too strong. Disable both Verners. Did I just switch them off or on it? What have I done? Oh. Whoops. Control from here. There we go. I'm still controlling from the grappler, which is still armed. Disarm. That'll be it. What the fuck is it doing? What the hell? What is this plane up to right now? Okay, go back to the Verners. Control from... No, not the Verners, because... Oh, shit. Okay, control from... Ah! Control from here. Switch off the Verners. Are they enabled or disabled? I can't even tell. Enabled? Disabled. Disabled. Okay. RCS enabled. There we go. Monopropellant only. We need to save that liquid fuel. We've only got a small amount, so... Okie dokie. Got quite a bit of wobble as well. Okay. Cut. Right, here we go. Confirm, and then... So that's brought us down to about 19 kilometers above the surface. So we're just going to warp straight here, turn retrograde, and repeat the process. Okay. So just come down nice and low for a relatively easy landing. Spin the craft, just because why not? So Jeff should be somewhere beneath us right about now. You might see his blip appear in a minute. Stand by, 15 seconds to the periapsis. Initiate the burn now. Here we go. So note our apoapsis on the other side is 234 kilometers above the surface of Ike. Let's bring it down to 30-ish. Okay. So watch that monopropellant. Now we've got quite a bit. We're fine. Okay. What? Why are you grumbling, Sweet Pea? You being a grumbly dog. No one likes a grumbly dog, Alright. I'll run out of mono? Probably. Okay. Yeah, pink unicorn. When I was recording that script, I just put in my notes like one of the dinosaurs, and I was going to the wiki, and that's when I found the picture of the Camasaur, whatever it is, and it just looked so ridiculous when I was reading the script. You want mono for the final landing? Nah. The rain. Liquid and oxidizer. The mono we can spend now. And we'll get more when we get down to the surface and link up with Jeff. So we can burn it all now. Doesn't matter. Alright. Why haven't I started the repair team for Jeff? Well, first things first. Okay. Steady burn, use as much mono as you like, and in turn that will make us lighter, which will increase our delta V. Alright. I've inspired you to pick up this game around Christmas. Yeah, well, good luck, Yvonne. Hope your planes go very well, along with your rockets, with as few explosions as possible. Ooh, Jeff could be up on that big mountain. What do you think? Maybe. Is that where he's gone, do you reckon? So I'm curious. Is he there? No, he's actually down here. Interesting. So there's a huge-ass mountain up there. Big bulge. Equatorial bulge. So Jeff is down there. Over there. Right, so we're just burning some mono right about now. Dumping the tanks because it won't be needed. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you very much, Dragon. Yes, I have... Yeah, me too, Henrik. Too many takeaways has given me an equatorial bulge, yes. Too many takeaways and not enough jogging. I lifted some weights the other day. Picked them up and went, oh, that's enough of that, and then put them down. Yeah, I've always hated weightlifting. I like running. I enjoy running, get some scenery moving past you, put on some music and just jog. But standing in one place, just lifting something repeatedly, I get bored. After like 20 lifts, I'm like, oh my god, this is so tedious. I put on some music, but I find that I cannot listen to the music with the sounds of the pig man noises that I'm making by lifting weights. Those sorts of noises. When I'm jogging, I don't have that. I'm sure the people around me have that, but I've got my headphones on so I can't hear it. And I'm sure they just hear me run past. It's like the Doppler effect. But me standing in one place? Sounds horrible. Alright, continue the burn. Lift weights while watching something. Yeah, but it's just... it's tedious. And then I go to do... so I lift a few weights and then I'm like, well, this is boring. I'm going to unfurl this this gym mat that I bought. It's in the corner of the room over there. Unfurl this gym mat and then I'm going to do sit-ups or press-ups. Either or, doesn't matter really, just do something. So I lie on the ground and Lulu decides, oh, is it playtime? And just jumps on me and starts licking my face repeatedly. And he's like, playtime, playtime, playtime. I'm like, no, I'm trying to fucking stop it. And then before I know it, she's like physically lying on my chest, pinning me down. I'm like, fine. All right. Yeah, just pick up Ludo and lift her. What's he doing? Why am I being lifted repeatedly? Sometimes what I like to do, when I pick her up and go to sit on the sofa, I sort of pick her up like I'm holding a baby, and then I sit back down on the sofa, right? And then I lie back, and she initially gets freaked out. She's like, what the fuck? So suddenly she's on her back, on my belly. And she looks up and she sees my chin, and she stops freaking out and just starts licking my chin. And we just peacefully lie there. It's quite nice. But yeah, for that initial moment, she's like, what the fuck? I'm upside down. Alright, here we go. So, much lower orbit. Should be fine now. Let's find Jeff. Or more likely, let's just wait for Jeff to find us. Hang on a second. So let's do a few orbits. Wait until Jeff is in the daylight side, actually. We don't have... What the hell is Jeff doing? We don't have that many lights, so, you know. There's Jeff. So set Jeff as our target. Alright, so he should appear on the nav ball for us. Once he's underneath us, we'll go meet him. Well, this should be good. What do you think? Oh, switch that off. Maybe one more rotation? Quick save it. Do one more rotation. Whee! There we go. Cool. And then we'll just go add maneuver there. Reduce speed. In fact, go sooner. So remember, he is on a mountain, so we best be careful. Overshoot him intentionally. Otherwise, we're going to be having a very close encounter with him. Right, and then shimmy that over there. Alright. Okay. Fly over him. Quick burn. Come down, meet him. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Turn to face maneuver. No more mono. We're going with the liquid. Actually, no, we can still use the mono for this bit. Alright, so 2 minutes till the burn. I'm gonna give it a quick save. There we go. And speed to next maneuver. Oh yeah, when is that? When is Thanksgiving for America? Right now? Today? Yeah. Well, happy big eating of food day. Sorry, I don't know if this is insensitive. I apologize in advance if it is. Is it like really awkward for any Native Americans? Is it like a dark day for them? Do they get really like, this is not cool? Probably, yes, extremely. Yeah. It's really awkward. Actually, sorry, no, out of pure curiosity, do we have any watching? Is anyone of Native American heritage watching the stream? Discuss says me. Oh, hi there. How cool. Holy moly. I don't think I've never met... yeah, I don't think I've never met anyone. Well, to be fair, I've never met that many Americans, to be fair. But, like, Native Americans, I've certainly never met, ever. Hi. Greetings. True. No, actually, sorry, come to think of it, yeah, if you're from South America, then I suppose that... Although, yeah, you know, native North American is what I'm trying to say. Are we going to... Sorry, hang on. I might need to burn a bit heavy because we've just gone past the... hang on. I'm going to miss it if I don't burn now. There we go. Cool. Well, hi there. Hi there indeed. Hope you're very well. Little says, I'm Greek. We are the alpha and omega of everything anyway. Right. Right. What? Yes, I am 3/4 English, 1/4 Scottish, and a tiny, 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 tiny bit German. Apparently. My granddad was into all that family tree stuff. But yes, I'm hugely British, like hugely crazy, you know. All right. And as a result, my teeth are terrible. Well, that and my shitty diet. But yes, we're not lookers, I'll tell you that. we Brits are not lookers. Here we go. Right, so carefully aim for Jeff. Make sure we fly over him. Turn to face maneuver. There he is, 24 kilometers. Oh, cool, he's found himself a little hill. Hey, there could be an even better one over there. Depends if that's indeed deeper into the ore field. Initiating burn. Putting down landing gears. Speak for yourself, Ginge. No, very, very dark brown, previously almost black looking hair. So when I was younger, it was almost black. It was very dark brown to the point that I remember getting annoyed when people would say my hair was black. I was like, no, it's dark brown. When I was a kid, it annoyed me. I don't know why, for some reason. I just remember that it wound me up. But yeah, it's lightened. It's now a very sort of hazel brown, and I hate it. I miss my dark shade of dark jet brown. Because now it looks kind of like I've lost my youthful sheen on the hair. Sorry, like as your hair gets older, it starts to get drier, and I've used like conditioners or like fucking conditioner to try and get that gloss back, and it's gone. It's now just like dry straw. It's horrible. Sorry, why are we so high up? Oh no, we're not high up. We're only about 6. Yeah, we're fine. Being a Brit, how does it feel to not have a soul? Terrible, terrible, awful, Chanmil. I'll just have to console myself with all of this property we've stolen from other places. And then listen to the complaints of those people in a language that's not their own. Rule Britannia. No, yeah. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Okay, so Delta V is indeed quite thin on the ground. So, yeah. Get ready to do a bit of a burn. Stand by. Hopefully we'll get the timing of it right. Otherwise this could be a very short mission. Down to 146 Delta V. We should be okay. That's it for the mono. Cut there, just in case we need a little bit more for the manoeuvring. Okay. We need to try and get as close as we can. It is on a bit of an awkward slope, so, you know. So 800 meters or so coming on down. Stand by. 500 meters coming on down. 300 meters coming on down. 69 Delta V, nice. $125 meters. 32 meters. Touch wheels down, touch wheels down, touch wheels down. Landing confirmed. Brakes enabled. We're in place. 300 meters from the target location. Sweet. Not bad, eh? Now, I rather hope our wheels are capable of pushing us up this gradient. Otherwise, Jeff is going to have to awkwardly wheel down to meet us. 16 Delta V. That was quite a tight one. Right. So, let's enable the traction on the wheel. Give it a quick save. Friction override. Enable the... those... Yep, friction override. Auto. Friction control all the way up. There we go. All the way up. And then give me traction control. No, brakes, friction control. Damn it, these are not true Rover wheels. Oh dear. Okay. We might have a problem here. Let's give it a welly, see what happens. Quick save. Right. Roll up to him. 3 Delta V remaining, so give us a little more of an oomph. And then Jeff is going to have to come to us in order to refuel. Hi there, ex-Johnny Saurus. Welcome indeed, ex-Johnny. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just driving a plane up a hill on the surface of a moon orbiting Mars. As you do. What's Delta V? So, in short, just pretend I'm saying fuel. It's not technically true, but just functionally, just pretend I'm using the word fuel. It just means how much. It's a calculation. How much speed we can change, how much velocity we can change with something with this much mass. So it's the combined calculation of all of your fuel, all of your engines with this much mass. Add more fuel, you give yourself more Delta V. Remove some elements of the vehicle, like reduce its mass, you give yourself more Delta V. And the opposite is true. So take away fuel or add mass, like take some passengers and your Delta V goes down. So ultimately it's a calculation on how long you can keep flying. So if you want to go anywhere in space, you've got to make sure you've packed sufficient fuel to give you enough Delta V. For example, if it takes 1,000 meters per second to get to the moon, that's all well and good, but if you're going to land, you've got to slow down to 0. So you've got to turn the ship round and burn 1,000 meters per second, meaning you need 2,000 Delta V. That's not true, of course, but you know what I mean. You've got to slow down when you get there. All right. So, now here's what I'm wondering. With these additional solar panels mounted on the side... Oh, there's only 2 of them, to be fair. Do you think Jeff can refuel us or keep his thing running? Yes, so the Delta V calculation is down there in the bottom left. The combined calculation of everything above it. So the weight of this entire thing. So, you know, what I just said there in orbit, we had a whole load of monopropellant. It's just for manoeuvring. It's not used for really steering. For really going forward. It's just for little manoeuvring things. By emptying these tanks, my Delta V goes up because we got less dead weight to push. If Jeb threw Daffler out the side, we get more Delta V. Less mass to push. Sorry, Daffler. Oh, shit. Shit. Daffler is a scientist, not an engineer. We cannot move the grabber. I have no way of docking with Jeff because the grappler was destroyed on his landing. Oh no. Which means, oh no, we're not going to do this. No, that's stupid. That's ridiculous. We're not doing that. Oh, we're going to have to. Jeff is going to have to mount this. Jeff is going to have to lift up off the ground and land atop the jet, refuel it without somehow crushing it, and then lift off again and land over there. That's never going to work. That's so stupid. I have no other choice until the repair mission comes along for Jeff. There's no way. There's no physical way of connecting these two craft. Is there an alternative? Oh, wait. Are these... Oh, no. Is that a repair kit or an EVA? That's an EVA thing, isn't it? That's an experiment kit. That's stupid. This is going to be so stupid. Okay. What's this? Oh, cool. We can analyze the surface. Cool. Right. Indeed, Tobub. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we have to do. Jeff has got to mount the plane. No, we've got to be physically touching Crimson, so using this grabber. And I've got no way of manoeuvring it onto Jeff because he's lost his that was on his nose cone. Okay, what are my other options here? Oh yeah, wow, there were some parachutes that were not packed. Oh well, got these back ones and front ones. Use the EVA suit to transfer fuel? Can you do that? Not as far as I know. Can I move the grabber from the plane? Not without an engineer. And neither of our Kerbals are engineers. One is a scientist, one is a pilot. Stadius is back at Duna, eating snacks and watching telly. Okay. So... let's have Jeff. So how much fuel does that thing take? So 637. Okay. 637 liquid fuel, 779 oxidizer. Damn it. So that we're going to have to perform this operation multiple times. So get full fuel, Jeff, which is now we're going to have to do the awkward, tedious babysit the drill. Although I've kind of run out of time today. Whoop. I've got to go and get on with editing. There we go. Yeah, I'm afraid I've run out of time, folks. I would love to keep playing, but I have played Kerbal for too much recently, and I do have work to do. But we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that next time then. But thank you for watching. So yes, on this stream we didn't do at all what I wanted to do. I wanted to go and investigate the various biomes of Ike. Instead, all we've done is break Jeff, land the plane next to it, and then find that the damage that we've done to Jeff prohibits quick refueling. Okay. Anyway, but thank you for watching, folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Xavier Noble, and Tippy Tap, and Dragon Knight Kitsune, Lonely Tree Hugger, Winter CS, and Oh Well Never Mind. Thank you sincerely, folks. Thank you. So, yes, I need to go and crack on with Team Fortress 2 Bullshittery Part 1. I'm on day 4 out of a probable 40. Sorry for that high estimate there. I'm hoping it won't be 40. It's normally about 25, but I'm anticipating some complicated sections, which are going to, be interesting, but difficult. So I need to cut the thing together. This week I'm just trying to get the structure of it so I can watch it and look at it and say, okay, that's good. Start the text and the animation work. So that's what I need to do. So I've got to stay on the ball here and get this shit done. So, yeah, in addition, I've got to break off and start cleaning some areas of this flat, because I'm going to have a visitor pop over to pick up Lulu on the weekend. So, yeah, just like to have her for the day so I can go out and see some family. Right, so let me just give it a save. Yes, 60 day, there we go. Jeff broken. All right, that's going to be a tricky repair mission, to be honest, all the way over at Mars. Okay. Yes, break out the vacuum, clear up the crap, all that sort of jazz. Right. 1 second. So let me just have a look and see who's doing what. But, yeah, have a lovely afternoon, everyone, and thank you for watching. So, 1 second. Okay, so ZF. Edberg is doing some Battlefield 2042. Edberg is doing some Pokemon. Sorry, Edberg is doing Battlefield. SWAT Knight is doing Pokemon. Who else is on? Just those two for now. In which case, let me hand you over to SWAT Knight then, who's doing. He's playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Okay, so I will leave you in his company. Thank you for watching again, folks. Have a lovely afternoon. Hope to see you again soon. And if I don't catch you again tomorrow, have a lovely upcoming weekend.